And Bill, for those of our younger listeners who may not have been following the story or may not understand the historical context of it, essentially, this whole situation as it is today, with the embargo against Cuba, with the travel restrictions, it all goes back to the Cuban Revolution, the rise to power of Fidel Castro that the U.S. saw as a thorn in their side, as somebody who, an anti-capitalist figure. But how much benefit has the U.S. had from keeping Cuba restricted and pushed down all these years? I mean, how has it even benefited the U.S. to do this, to have this embargo in place, to have this animosity with Cuba?
Well, I want to answer that in two ways. One is that it has not particularly benefited the United States because Cuba has been able to become a major player on this planet in different ways, whether it was supporting liberation movements in Africa in the 1960s and 70s and 80s, whether it has been the incredible medical assistance that the Cubans have offered, including in the face of the Ebola epidemic. So the United States has ended up looking like an idiot in the context of this. But I want to go back to one piece that you were saying. I think it's important, particularly for younger viewers, but not just younger viewers, to understand that what is going on, what happened in terms of the relationship of the United States to Cuba, was the direct punishment of Cuba for refusing to be the bordello of the United States, for refusing to be the gambling casino of the United States, and further, that here you had 90 miles off the coast of Florida, this country of largely black and brown people that threw off U.S. domination, just as the United States refused to accept the fact that Haiti kicked the French out in the 1800s and has punished Haiti ever since. The United States has attempted to punish Cuba ever since. I mean, look, the United States had diplomatic relations with the Soviet Union beginning in the 1930s, with China in the 1970s, with Vietnam after war. But during all of this time, they've continued to try to punish the Cuban people. And clearly what we've seen, and Obama admitted, it's failed.